Ever wondered about the history of crispy pata? Well, let's embark on a gastronomic journey to uncover the origins of this iconic Filipino dish. Deep fried to perfection, this culinary delight has a history as rich and layered as its flavors. Crispy pata, essentially pork knuckle or hock cooked to crispy perfection, has humble beginnings. It's believed to have originated from the Philippines as a byproduct of the Spanish colonization. The Spanish introduced the method of deep frying, which was then adopted and adapted to local ingredients by Filipinos. The name itself, crispy pata, is quite descriptive. Crispy, of course, refers to the tantalizing texture of the dish, while pata is the Filipino word for pork leg. The combination of the two words perfectly encapsulates the essence of the dish, a pork leg cooked until the skin is irresistibly crispy, while the meat beneath remains tender and succulent. Over the years, crispy pata has evolved, reflecting the changing tastes and influences of Filipino society. Variations of the dish have sprung up across the archipelago, each region adding its unique twist. Some regions use different marinades, while others have developed innovative serving methods. Yet the core essence of the dish remains constant, that irresistible combination of crispy skin and tender meat. Crispy pata is more than just a dish, it's a cultural symbol. It represents Filipino resilience and ingenuity, turning simple ingredients into a culinary masterpiece. It's served at celebrations, bringing people together over a shared love of good food. But the history of crispy pata is not just about the past. Its enduring popularity ensures that it continues to evolve, inspiring chefs to create new interpretations and food lovers to seek out the best versions. From its humble beginnings to its position as a beloved Filipino classic, the journey of crispy pata mirrors that of the Filipino people, a journey of innovation, adaptation, and a deep-rooted love for good food. So that's a brief journey through the compelling history of crispy pata. But the story doesn't end there. It continues to evolve, to adapt, and to tantalize taste buds, just as it has for centuries. Now let's delve into the many delicious varieties of crispy pata. Starting at number 10, we have the traditional crispy pata. This variety is the classic, the original, the one that started it all. It's all about that deep-fried goodness, the crunch of the skin, and the tender, flavorful meat inside. It's a no-frills dish that's all about simplicity and taste. Next up at number 9, we have the adobo crispy pata. This variation incorporates the flavors of the beloved Filipino adobo with a marinade of soy sauce, vinegar, garlic, and spices. The result is a crispy pata that's packed with a tangy, savory punch. 8th on our list is the spicy crispy pata, infused with a blend of chili peppers and spices. This variety gives that traditional crispy pata a fiery twist. It's for those who like a bit of heat with their crunch. Coming in at number 7 is the lemongrass crispy pata. This version is marinated with lemongrass, adding a citrusy, refreshing twist to the dish. It's an aromatic experience that complements the rich flavors of the pork. At number 6, we have the honey-glazed crispy pata. This variety is for those with a sweet tooth, with a glaze of honey that caramelizes during frying. It's a sweet and savory delight that's sure to satisfy. Halfway through our list at number 5, we find the garlic crispy pata. This version is loaded with garlic, giving it a robust, aromatic flavor that garlic lovers will appreciate. It's a simple twist, but one that makes a big impact. Number 4 brings us the soy ginger crispy pata. This variety features a marinade of soy sauce and fresh ginger, giving it a tangy, zesty flavor profile. It's a refreshing take on the classic dish that adds a unique depth of flavor. Coming in at number 3 is the coconut crispy pata. This version is marinated in coconut milk, giving it a rich, creamy flavor. It's a tropical take on the classic dish that's utterly delightful. Our runner-up, at number 2, is the 5-spice crispy pata. This variety uses a blend of 5 spices, adding a complex aromatic flavor that's sure to intrigue. It's a sophisticated take on the classic dish that's a feast for the senses. And finally, at number 1, we have the beer-braised crispy pata. This variety is slowly braised in beer before being deep-fried, resulting in a crispy pata that's tender, juicy, and packed with a unique, malty flavor. It's a gourmet twist on the classic dish that's sure to impress. And there you have it, our top 10 varieties of crispy pata. Ready to learn how to make the top variety of crispy pata? Let's dive right into it. First, gather the ingredients. You'll need 1 whole pork leg, some salt, black peppercorns, garlic cloves, bay leaves, soy sauce, and of course, some oil for deep frying. Start with giving the pork leg a nice clean. Once done, score the skin. This is a little trick to get that perfect crispiness. Next, rub the leg with a generous amount of salt. This not only adds flavor, but also aids in the crisping process. Now let's move on to the boiling part. Take a large pot, place the pork leg in it, and fill it with water until the leg is completely submerged. Add in the black peppercorns, garlic cloves, bay leaves, and a splash of soy sauce. Bring it to a boil, and then reduce the heat to a simmer. Let it cook for about 2 hours or until the pork is tender. While our pork leg is getting all tender and flavorful, we can prepare for the next step. Once the pork is cooked, remove it from the pot and let it cool. Then, pat it dry with a kitchen towel. Now comes the exciting part, the deep frying. Heat oil in a deep fryer or a large deep pan. Once the oil is hot, carefully lower the pork leg into it. Fry until it turns golden brown and crispy. This might take about 20 minutes. But remember, the key to a perfect crispy pata is patience. Don't rush the frying process. Let it take its time to reach that golden, crispy perfection. Once done, remove it from the oil and place it on a wire rack to drain the excess oil. And there you have it, the top variety of crispy pata, right in your kitchen. Slice it up, serve it hot, and enjoy the crispy, juicy goodness. With this recipe, you'll be able to savor the best variety of crispy pata right at home. Scene script. Ever tried a twist on the traditional crispy pata? Here's how to make crispy chicken pata. Picture this, the same mouth-watering, savory experience as your classic crispy pata, but with a lighter, leaner protein. That's what you get with crispy chicken pata, a unique spin on a well-loved classic. Let's start with the star of the show, the chicken leg quarters. They're the perfect size for this recipe, and the skin will get just as crispy as the traditional pork version. Next, we'll need some garlic, peppercorns, bay leaves, and a dash of soy sauce for marinating. Begin by simmering the chicken in a pot of water, along with the peppercorns, garlic, bay leaves, and salt. The idea is to infuse the chicken with these flavors and tenderize the meat. Remember, patience is key here. Let it simmer for about an hour, then set it aside to cool. While the chicken is cooling, let's prepare the batter. Combine flour, cornstarch, and a pinch of salt. This is where we add our own spin to the traditional recipe. Instead of just flour, we're using cornstarch. This little tweak will make the chicken skin extra crispy. When your chicken is cool enough to handle, pat it dry and roll it in the batter. Make sure it's fully coated. Now, it's time for the exciting part, the frying. Heat up enough oil in a deep pan and carefully lower the chicken into it. The sizzling sound it makes as it hits the oil, that's the sound of deliciousness in the making. Fry the chicken until the skin turns golden brown and crispy. Once it's done, place it on a wire rack to let excess oil drip off. And there you have it, crispy chicken pata. A delightful twist on the classic crispy pata. Pair it with a side of steamed rice or a tangy vinegar dipping sauce, and you're all set for a feast. Now you can enjoy a unique take on the classic crispy pata. Scene script. Wondering what to pair with your crispy pata? We've got you covered. When it comes to crispy pata, a Filipino culinary gem known for its crunchy exterior and tender meat, the right side dishes can elevate the dining experience to new heights. Let's explore a few options that pair perfectly with this delightful dish. First up, we have achara. This pickled papaya dish is a classic pairing for crispy pata. The tanginess of the achara provides a refreshing contrast to the rich, savory flavors of the crispy pata. It's like a palate cleanser in between bites, allowing you to fully appreciate the succulent meat each time. Next, let's consider garlic rice. This is not your ordinary steamed rice. Infused with the robust flavor of garlic, this side dish adds a new dimension to the crispy pata meal. The garlic's pungent flavor cuts through the richness of the pata, while the rice absorbs the dish's juices, making each spoonful a flavorful experience. Then there's the ever-popular sinigang soup. This sour tamarind soup is traditionally served with various Filipino dishes, and crispy pata is no exception. The soup's sourness adds a delightful tang that balances the pata's richness, while the assortment of vegetables in the soup adds a nutritious touch to the meal. Last but not least, we have the simple yet effective side dish of mixed green salad. The freshness and crunch of the vegetables offer a pleasant contrast to the crispy pata's deep-fried goodness. A light vinaigrette dressing, perhaps with a hint of citrus, can further enhance this contrast, making the salad a refreshing accompaniment to the main dish. Remember, the beauty of pairing side dishes with crispy pata lies in the balance of flavors. Whether it's the tangy achara, the flavorful garlic rice, the sour sinigang soup, or the fresh mixed green salad, each side dish offers a unique way to complement the star of the show, our beloved crispy pata. With these side dishes, your crispy pata meal will be even more delightful. Now, let's prepare one of our recommended side dishes. Today, we're going to prepare a refreshing mango salad. This tangy and sweet side dish is a perfect palate cleanser that complements the rich, crispy pata beautifully. First things first, gather your ingredients. You'll need 2 ripe mangoes, a medium red onion, a handful of fresh mint leaves, and a lime. For the dressing, you'll need fish sauce, brown sugar, and a small red chili. Peel and slice your mangoes into thin strips. You're looking for a balance between firm and ripe here. Too ripe and your mangoes will turn mushy, too firm, and they won't carry the flavors well. Now thinly slice your red onion. The sharpness of the onion will provide a lovely contrast to the sweetness of the mango. Next, chop your fresh mint leaves. The mint will add a burst of freshness to your salad. For the heat, finely chop your red chili. Remember to adjust the quantity based on your heat tolerance. Now let's prepare the dressing. Squeeze the juice out of your lime into a bowl. Add a tablespoon of fish sauce and a teaspoon of brown sugar. Stir until the sugar is completely dissolved. Now add your finely chopped red chili. The dressing should be a balance of sour, sweet, salty, and spicy. Pour the dressing over your sliced mangoes, onions, and chopped mint. Toss the salad gently until everything is well coated with the dressing. Let it sit for a few minutes to allow the flavors to meld together. And there you have it, a refreshing mango salad that's bursting with flavors. It's tangy, it's sweet, it's spicy, and it's absolutely refreshing. The vibrant flavors of the salad cut through the richness of the crispy pata, making every bite a perfect balance of flavors. This salad is not just a side dish, it's a flavor experience that adds another dimension to your meal. It's simple, it's flavorful, and it's a beautiful contrast to the star of the show, our crispy pata. Pair this side dish with your crispy pata for a truly satisfying meal. We've come to the end of our crispy pata journey. We've journeyed through time and across continents, tracing the tantalizing tale of crispy pata, that golden, crunchy delight that has made its way into the hearts and bellies of food lovers everywhere. We've unraveled the fascinating history of crispy pata, a dish whose roots are steeped in the rich culinary traditions of the Philippines, and how it has traveled and evolved over the years, taking on new flavors and forms. We've explored the top 10 varieties of crispy pata, each one a testament to the versatility of this dish. From the classic golden fried version to the innovative fusion-inspired renditions, we've seen how crispy pata can be a canvas for culinary creativity. We've dived into the detailed recipes, sharing the secrets behind the #1 crispy pata and the unique crispy chicken pata. We've unraveled the culinary techniques and ingredients that make these dishes so irresistibly delicious and satisfying. We've also discussed the perfect side dishes that complement crispy pata, enhancing its flavors and turning a simple meal into a gastronomic feast. Not to mention, we've shared a detailed recipe for the perfect side dish that pairs beautifully with our star of the show. As we wrap up our crispy pata journey, we hope you've been inspired and excited to try these dishes in your own kitchen. Remember, cooking is an adventure, and every dish you make is a chance to explore new flavors and techniques. So don't be afraid to experiment and put your own spin on these recipes. Thank you for joining us on this delicious journey. Until next time, keep exploring the wonderful world of food.